Halo, apa kabar semuanya? My name is Vincent. And now, after we have loaded the data, we want to talk about exploring the data. And to exploring the data, well, just to refresh, this is the kind of data that we have after we collect export data stocks from Yahoo Finance datasets. Alright? Then how to explore it is that basically we want to find out more about the data. Maybe we can plot some charts using Matplotlib and see where it gets us so that we can understand the stock and the trend thoroughly by finding key measures. So for this sake of this presentation, I'm going to talk about two things. First is the rolling mean, alright, to determine the trends of the stock, and second is the return mutations, right? So there's a detail of rolling mean here. So if you don't know what rolling mean here means, is that you can find from Wikipedia is that it's a very nice chart. If you see here, there's a below trend bar here. It's a very nice trend line that actually sort of like smoothens the nodes. So instead of just predicting the chart as it is, they actually get an average of the 100 or whatever windows that they have, different time windows, and then plot it over the time. So if there's like 200 window data set, for example, how you find the 101 data set is from the 0 to 100 data sets that is mean and average together, including the 1, of course. So it's a 100 windows like above and below. Okay, so that's how the rolling average mean works, and basically it's to determine trend. And afterwards is representation. You can take a look at the definition to figure what it means, but you will get close there, right? So for example, we want to get the closing price of the products. So we want to focus on closing price on it. So how do we do that? So the F, which is a data frame, and then we just want to get the adjective close here, right? So the F, and then I choose adjective close, right? You can type also for autocomplete. And afterwards, you want to roll them out. So you want to create an MAPG, moving average, okay? And what is this moving average? So basically, moving average is equals to the x dot rolling. So if you click tab, you can find rolling. And then you put the window here. Window equals to, for this sake, I'm going to use 100. And then after that, you need that together, right? And that's it. And if you want to print the file, then you can type the video here, and you can see that this is an NFPG. Notice here that very first view do not have any window at all. It doesn't have values. Why? It's because the rolling window is 100. How do you check the window of 100 if it's the first data that you see in the table? There's no way to do that. So it has to be the subsequent 100 data at the very least. Alright? But let's just move on. So after that, after we knowing the rolling mean average for different time periods, what do we do? We want to chart them. We want to understand how. So we are going to use Matplotlib. How do we do Matplotlib? Well, first of all, we need to import them. So maybe I put configuration first. So we need to configure this Python notebook so that it's receptive to Matplotlib and will run it together as a result of your command. So how to do that? Is by using magic commands. So what is magic command? Magic command is something like this. Sorry, let me check. Oh, sorry, not Matplotlib, Matplotlib. Like, so this is magic command. So what magic command do is that basically it's a command directly refers to the Python notebook, which is the whole business command. Basically, I'm saying that, hey, I'm going to put Matplotlib in the page. Please be responsive to that. So this is what this command means. Okay. Then afterwards, what we need to do is importing Matplotlib. So there are three imports that we can do. So first of all is import Matplotlib dot iplot. Apply the iplot equals to the floating types. Okay. As PLT, as is an alias, so you call it PLT next time. And while PLT is a convention, but you can call it anything you want, like PLT1, PLT2, whatever. Okay. And second is Matplotlib as, and MPL. So basically I want to get the library Matplotlib as my own so that I can configure on it. Right? Then the third one is that I want to get from Matplotlib import style. So I want to say, hey Matplotlib, I'm going to use your style function because I want to configure it. So these are the three imports that you need to do for Matplotlib. This one is optional because it's basically configuration. You can still get some charts, but it might not be good looking. So that's why I use this. Alright. Then afterwards, I want to adjust the size, so I do npl.rc, and then I put figure, comma. If I'm not wrong, it's f size, but let me do a check. Yep, fixed size. Size 8.7. Alright. And afterwards, that's it. So basically, next time you have figure, you will have the figure size at 8.7, which is a decent figure size. Alright. Then afterwards is the style. So style, I will put style. Matplotlib, please use github. So there is a lot of different styles there. You can actually just Google the Matplotlib style. And you will have a lot of documentation surrounding stuff. So for example, something like this. And what's you will have the documentation and based on the styles, maybe the things that I want. Yeah, style gallery. Yeah, so you can see there are a lot of classic, dark background, 538. 538 is quite good also. But for now, I use the default because the color is nice for stocks. Okay. Then afterwards, of course we want to plot them out. So to plot, it's actually very easy stuff, very simple. What you need to do is first of all, is close the x, you want to plot them. That's it. And afterwards, what else you want to plot? You want to plot the trend, the moving average. So plot. And afterwards, then you want to do some legend, for example. So plt.legend. And of course, you need to label this so that you will understand what it's about. So label APL, label MAPG. So basically, this will be it. So I run it. Oops, some error. Precise is not. What's wrong with it? Precise, yeah, it will be correct. Precise. Or the figure size. Okay, let me just do it out. Is there any help here? Fixed size. Or if I want fixed size. Or maybe do this. Or maybe just. Oh, okay, I can get it. Fixed size. Okay, let me pause for a while. Oh, sorry, now I know what I did wrong. Basically, it's fixed size and equals 7. So we run it again, and we get this a very nice looking chart. So as you can see that the trend is going up here, above the mean average line, and it's going down here. So down here because it's like below the moving average line. So we can see it in a very nice looking way, right? So the next thing is that we want to find the return equation. So what we can get is that we can see that return, for example, equals to this. So like what I can do is that and then I return so this is basically just from the this price minus the previous price. So if you can see that the cost px.c here. So what it means is that shift 1. So please just refer to the one above. one above of the line, which is the previous day, for example. So this is what you look at. And when you run it, then you will get these charts. Okay? And there's actually a simple way to do this, which is just to uncomment this. So close tx.txchange.add, and then you will get something similar. So if I remove the head, you will get something that's similar. So basically it's doing the same thing, but instead of doing formula based, you can just use this method, percentage change. Right? Okay, then you run this again, so it's the head. And finally, I want to plot it out. So what do I do if I want to plot it out is to, okay, let's take this as a returns. Right? Okay. And I want to plot it out. So let's plot and label. Okay, because it's head, so I remove the head. So it doesn't just do the first 5, which is lousy. Okay, that gave me a shock of it there. but yeah, so that's one thing that you want to do. If you hack, you need to tell that you will make sure that you will make mistakes. So so I'm very glad we can get this result. So basically, what you can see here is that there's a bit of fluctuations in Apple stocks. And basically, if you are risk averse, you want to see the stocks that give you less fluctuation in the stock. And if you are so that you know that it's basically maybe like going to give you more returns, which is above the 0 like that. So that's what you want to do. You want to make sure that you have a nice probability of getting a positive returns. Okay. So that's all about the exploration, the data here. There are so many things that you can do. You can plot it out, or you can actually, maybe if I try to change the style here, like for example 538. You just try to tag, I also don't know how it will look like. So you will see a very different style. It's very sketchy crayon style. Quite cool, but not really that good for this kind of purpose. As you can see, it's not that nice. But you can get all many different kind of styles here. Seaborn is one of my favorites. It's very cool, very simple, very beautiful. The background also is, and maybe you can see another stocks and charts that go along with it. With that, I'd like to end my lessons for the exploration part of this tutorial. And next step, we are going to do competitor analysis or the correlation-based exploration analysis. So with that, sampai jumpa, sampai ketemu lagi di kesempatan selanjutnya. See you in the next lesson. Bye bye.